Hey, this is Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com and welcome to the next lesson in your Facebook Ads Mastery course. In this lesson, we are just going to review some of the campaigns that I have already created. So right now you can see I have two campaigns running. One campaign is a traffic campaign where I am trying to drive traffic to the book page on Amazon. So if you look at this campaign, you can see that this month, this campaign has generated 1127 clicks so far, and each click has been costing me 7 cents, and I have spent $82. So has there been any ROI in spending this amount? Obviously, every time we run Facebook ads, we need to be looking at the ROI. And if you go into Notion Press, which is the dashboard that I have, and Notion Press is the publication through which I have published my book. You can see that I have been advertising my book on Amazon through Facebook ads, and I'm getting sales every day. So not all these 5,700 earnings is just from my Facebook ads, but a pretty significant portion of it is through Facebook ads. And right now it's just breaking even. One of the reasons is that this particular book is more for branding rather than for making money, and I'm just running a branding campaign. And here you can see I'm getting orders every day. So if you look at 5th, you can see almost 7 8 orders here, and if you look at the previous dates, every day I'm getting orders of my book, and some are from Flipkart and some are from Amazon, mostly Amazon. 76% is from Amazon. So here I might be losing a little bit of money here because I'm not making much per book. But however, this is for personal branding, and I will be running the ads as long as I'm getting the sales. So here, if you want more details about this particular ad, you can see 62 cents is the cost per thousand impressions that we are paying, which is pretty cheap. And cost per thousand people reached is $2.27 because obviously the frequency is 3.65 here, and here I am targeting my own custom audience, so that is why the frequency has started increasing. And right now we have around 1% CTR, and the CPC is 7 cents. So what I can do right now is that I can go ahead and expand my audience, and I can probably put a lookalike audience because this ad has been running for a while and the frequency has increased. So here is where I will be selecting my audience. You can see 180 days of website visitors is the audience we have selected. And now what I can do is that I can go ahead and create let's say a lookalike audience. So here you can see I have 1% of 180 days of website visitors. So here basically what happens is that Facebook is going to take all the people who have visited my website in the past 180 days, and they are going to look for similar audiences. And here you can see the audience has expanded to 2.8 million people. So after I have run an ad for a narrow target, then I would go ahead and expand the audience. So here now I have expanded the audience. So we will go ahead and click on publish, and in a few days we should be seeing an impact on the cost per click, because when you go with a narrow audience, the cost per click is high, and when you go with a broad audience, the cost per click drops. And these details you have to look at, like frequency, and only those help you make decisions. And here I can go ahead and look at more metrics. So if I look at delivery metrics, I can see how many impressions all the ads have got in total. And here you can see I have three different ads, and these ads have got 29,000, 40,000 and 61,000 impressions respectively, and this is the frequency. And the total frequency is when people look at the different ads, and that's why you can see 3.65 per person, but the repetition or frequency of each ad is less. And I can also look at engagement metrics. So how many post shares, how many link clicks, how many post reactions I have got. I can go ahead and look at video engagement, but obviously these are not video ads. So app engagement, carousel engagement is very specific to app ads and carousel ads. If I look at performance and click, I can look at the relevance score. You can see 747. And what I can do is that I can switch off this ad because the relevance score is less. And probably because the relevance score is less, we are not getting good performance. So I would go ahead and switch off this ad, and I can also go ahead and post fresh ads here for the same book and see how it performs. If I want to look at a specific ad, I can go ahead and select the ad and click on preview. And if I go ahead and select this and click on Facebook post with comments, you will be able to see the actual ad running here, the comments, and you can see that someone has commented that got it today, will start reading now. And I can say that please leave a review on Amazon. So we have 3 comments and 3 shares, and if you look at this, if I click on it, this goes to the Amazon page, and I have good ratings, and not many ratings, but good to start with. So I can also go ahead and look at let's say cross device data, and here, since we don't have apps and mobile focus, we don't have any information. Offline conversions, targeting and creative, messenger engagement. So messenger engagement is only if you have messenger ads running, so we don't have any details here. So now I will just go back to performance, and this is what we have when it comes to the ad that I have set up for driving traffic. And here we have LDM leads, which is for conversions, and each conversion is defined as someone going to learndigitalmarketing.com and entering their name and email ID. Here my daily budget is $60, and CPM is 59 cents. Cost per 1,000 people reached is 82 cents. And here you can see, since the audience is very broad, the frequency is not much, it's only 1.39. And probably if I do lifetime, let's look at the frequency here. So if I look at lifetime, the frequency is a little bit more, it's around 2 per user, which is 1.8. And if I look at today, obviously the frequency will be 1, because people might not have seen the ad twice or 1.5 times today itself. So here we have performance metrics, and you can see it has got 500,000 impressions and 358,000 people reached, and out of that 4,000 people have opted into my funnel. And you can see bidding strategy is lowest cost per conversion. So if I go into this, you can see that there is one ad which has too much too much text in the ad, and Facebook has automatically switched off this ad, and I can go ahead and switch it off myself as well. And you can see the relevant score for each and every ad here, and performance metrics for each and every ad. You can see that this ad is performing the best. It has got 2,436 leads and 4,477 link clicks. What I can do is that I can go ahead and check the activity in this ad, see what's going on. So I will go ahead and click on Facebook post with comments, and this is the perma link of the ad. And I had already mentioned that when you are running an ad, it's like a post on your Facebook page, but it is not visible on your Facebook page, but it's still like a post on the page which is invisible and only is shown to the people who are receiving the ad impressions. So here you can see 2,100 likes, 199 comments, 134 shares. And when people look at the ad like this, since there is a lot of social proof, this ad starts performing better. And you can see that there is a lot of comments, and sometimes I have replied to that comments. Sometimes people will also put spam in the comments, and you have to go ahead and delete them periodically. So this is what I have been doing with my Facebook ad campaigns. And if you look at this particular ad campaign, we have generated 4,148 leads this month so far. And if you look at last month, we have got 7,371 leads at an average of 6 cents per lead. And the longer I run the ad, the cost per lead might increase, because the frequency is increasing and the same audience might start looking at my ad again. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to review both the campaigns that I have run and show you some of the metrics that are associated with Facebook ads and how these metrics can help you make decisions. One of the most important metric that you have to look at is the frequency metric, and if you have a higher frequency, then go ahead and expand your audience so that the frequency goes down. Anything more than 5 is not good, because if a single user looks at the same ad for more than 5 times, he is going to be bored and he will probably select not to receive any ads from you. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video.